the opening round in the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24. Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilling sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wildcard Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance. On any running play this crowd, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move.
Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will strike first here this wild card matchup.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number two?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Finding space at the 40. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Shit, Chiefs versus Dolphins. I'm live on YouTube.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Rasheed Rice, 60
here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 44 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Mahomes to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Tua now on first down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And hang on here, we got an injured player, and that is QB Tua Tagovailoa, who's in need of some assistance. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. White's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off play action, here's White. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. White looks to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 39. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
But first, let's remind
Coach.
everyone what we have to look forward to in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got the 4-5 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers squaring off against the Buffalo Bills. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores. Hope to come back and win this game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
On second down, Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Achane, and he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there, and we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, and you're taking out a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Right? Okay, I get it. I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff, because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Mahomes to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So Tua and the Dolphins down 20-10, a minute 45 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Here's Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's do this, man. This is where you step up. Let's concentrate on what we got to do here. Hey, get safe. Hey, number one.
Now Tua. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2 to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Just a 4-play drive that time. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on WildCard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. It's excellent execution to get things started.
And they get him down behind before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Stroud looking to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, Clay. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they've shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused. And some injuries, they just have to derail the momentum they built up all season long. They continue to go through and get their best performances.
Another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A good pick up there, 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory at the 38.
And off right side to Pierce.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's a run that'll energize the offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle.
And he's got 4 now inside the 20.
They had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And a quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does. They get into the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's getting caught up on all his most important games he played in the past. To win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Amari Cooper. Cooper fast with his feet. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about that for the changeover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Setting up the throw, Flacco. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's early, but it does here. Big players make big plays. Should I say big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow them down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. On the ground, it's Ford. Maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
That should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there, pressing up and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Flacco. Who pulls this one in? He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Damn.
Hopkins with the range on that point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in. And some people think that would be a more fair way of doing things. That tells you how goes it like it. But winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me. I like the fact that they get there.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go right to Pierce. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance. Believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Taking it by Collins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Browns down. Here's Pierce. And that's the finding the open A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They're getting ready to go with it now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. As this complete to Woods. And this will be a gain of 6 once on second down to the 15 from the 21. Here now is 2nd and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Reno, check, no.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Stroud sets up the play action. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Hey, roll, unlock right.
They'll run here with Pierce. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2. It puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Again, it's Pierce. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 3 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Play action. Flacco. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flacco. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super wildcard weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they turn to Ford. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
Oh, that's
what an effort. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff for Pierce.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The second down throw now from Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the pickup.
They run with Ford, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Flacco
off play action. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. This is Ford. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down now, it's Ford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating off play action, Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least
target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Flacco now on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And running with power here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. From the gun, Flacco. And he fires one incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that little partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. 3rd and goal, Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin from 4 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here comes the Texans now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down. Try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap to Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play in here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Ready, go.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They go again with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On second down, it's fourth. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Flacco. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes second down. Flacco. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have to...
And now, remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good, long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
2nd and 6 coming up. Stroud. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Plenty of
time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Stroud to throw it.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And now the kick is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, right side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. My goodness, are you kidding me? All that work to get the touchdown. They need the extra point to tie it in the final minute, but suddenly it's a 3-point game.
And not only that, you've got to plot strategy because you have to kick off and you need the ball back.
Boy, that is a kick in the kneecap. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.